Hello, welcome to Clutch My Pearls, the podcast where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara.
Hi.
Hi. Vanessa's already mad.
I got
She's such a pill.
Going.
She's like, we're going to do 5 seconds of silence, everybody. And welcome to the show.
She's a liar.
Barbara's like, I love Ferris Bueller.
Yeah. And we also have to be quiet. And then I just start talking about Ferris Bueller.
So,
Vanessa told us to bring our sleeping bags.
yes, her dyes. It's a Vanessa book.
Mm-hmm.
What
What are you doing to us?
What are you going to do to us this week?
We're just jumping right in. We don't want to talk about nothing. We don't want to
What
say
do you have
nothing.
to say? I feel like you're really excited for this book.
I'm excited, yeah.
Yeah, what are you? Okay.
I'm excited because of the last book that we did.
Okay.
Because I
and-
was like, oh, sounds like my book, but better.
Oh, wait. So
Not
like that
in a way that...
Wait, this book is better or Jafar?
No, my book is better.
Yeah, I was like, are you trying to say, what are we in for? Okay.
has it anything to do with Disney?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Kind of a downer for me.
So how is it like her book is the same author?
I'll tell you. No.
She'll tell us.
She'll tell us.
It's called Praise by Sarah Cate.
Is it one that we saw at the store? The sex club? Oh, God.
What
Just
is this?
giving it away.
I don't know.
I mean,
that's all I know.
You told us the title. You usually don't, so I guess
I
that's
know.
why.
It is a very popular book.
Is this the one where it's a priest?
No, but we saw that at the store too.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard things.
Yeah.
Like
Maybe
a
you'll hear
like a-
things.
priest? Like a
Yeah.
Like
So-
you know, a priest like a priest.
Yeah. In the
like sworn to
confessional.
celibacy?
Have you guys
Oh.
watched Fleabag?
No, I've seen some episodes.
No, but the guy from Fleabag who
Is a
plays the priest
priest.
is the guy in Talented Mr. Ripley, which that we watched. The new
Oh.
one.
Jude Law.
No, the new one.
Right.
The new Jude.
Oh, Sherlock Holmes 2.
Yes.
I'm so confused.
Two Holmes, Two Furious.
Oh, with Ferris Bueller.
Yes.
Okay. Vanessa, what are we doing?
Okay, let me read you the synopsis.
Okay. If you want.
He calls me perfect, his flawless pet, his good girl. Broken down and wounded by my emotionally neglectful ex. I wanted someone to tell me I was good enough, and then I stumbled into a new job with a boss who brings me to my knees, literally.
Is it like a, what was that movie?
Secretary or whatever?
Secretary?
With Maggie Gyllenhaal and what's his face?
Ooh.
He has me do things a real secretary would never do.
It is.
Emerson Grant tells me I'm more than just good enough. I'm worthy of his praise. There are a million reasons why I should stay away. The owner of the Salacious Players Club is not only my new boss, he's twice my age.
Ooh, nice. I love it.
And he's my ex-boyfriend's dad.
Yes.
Yay!
Revenge on all the levels.
I love when that happens.
With him, I am treasured, I am adored, I am his. I'm a good girl, but I'm falling for the wrong man. Emerson Grant knows what he wants, and he wants me. So how far will I go to hear his approval?
Ooh.
As far as it takes, girl, what is the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Do
what
shouldn't.
you-
Too late.
Too late.
Also, yeah, you should.
What
What the hell?
oof.
Okay, so
This part of the
it's-
Players Club series?
Yeah, so there's 6 books.
Have we done that one before? Or
No.
I've just heard about it.
I've just seen
vaguely-
it.
It
Probably
is
side of the store.
on,
That's how I know.
It's literally all over TikTok all the time.
Okay.
It's been on my TBR for a long time, and like sometimes like I'll notice that like book like 2 and 4 are in there, and I'm like, oh weird, these are from the same series.
I feel like I maybe have this on my list that's like ever growing of like things I might consider reading for the podcast.
Yeah.
Because a while back I was watching a TikTok where someone was like, recommend me the nastiest, smuttiest book you've read. And I like Salacious Players Club. I feel like in my little spreadsheet where I'm like, oh yeah, here's the series, here's the whatever.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's on there. So
there's
no.
6 books, and the main reason why I started reading it is because the last one is about like a madam, like I don't know if she's like a dominatrix or what, but she has a romantic relationship with a man and a woman.
That's the one you said that it's the wide shoes of,
Yes,
but with multiple women.
which is funny.
Jafar and Jones.
Yes, but I think this is actual like relationship.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's kind
Not
of
just like tagging in a third. Okay.
yeah,
got you.
not just for like a fun like
not just
weekend.
shoving her face in it.
Well, maybe.
I mean,
But
that's,
in a romantic way.
But also he's a dom, and Your book was a dom, right?
I'm so glad you said books. I'm like, excuse me?
Your kink is a dom, right?
Yeah. He was a dom, and then
Yeah. So I just thought it was funny that there was so many like similar things to the book that I was planning on doing.
We're in our dom sub era, I guess.
Well, and one of the reviews was like, this is dom sub in like such the wrong way.
Oh, your reviews from last week.
Yeah, they said it was not a good example of a dom sub/brat relationship.
Oh, yeah. Is this a brat?
I think so too.
Or is she more just praise?
She's just a sub.
Emerson does not do brats.
So
Good.
Ooh.
Okay, good.
Emerson's a guy.
To each their own, but if I were Emerson, I would not be into brats either.
Yeah. Especially when you're a dom. I feel like they don't like that.
I think it just depends on the kink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Charlie, but he calls her Charlotte.
Charlotte for short.
Yet again.
I think because it's just formal and authoritative.
Charlotte is a little bit stronger than like Charlie.
Like
Charlie's
a teacher.
Does she call him father?
Sweet. Ooh, daddy.
She calls him sir.
Oh.
Listen, I used to work as an executive assistant, and I'm glad that I've had enough time away from that job, but I have stayed away from a lot of those kinds of books because my brain will be like, haha, remember? And I'm like, no.
He wants you to stay late.
You've got to work on those reports.
It was remote work, at least.
You got to log in.
Was your boss cute?
Yeah.
Like
he's not my type, but like if somebody's into that, but no,
Yeah, like he
not
wasn't
for
gross.
me. Not for me.
You're
Yeah,
right. You're married. You're a happily married woman.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He was no Christmas Tina.
Right. He was not Thomas Sadecki. What is his name? On a newsroom?
Mr. Amanda Seyfried.
Mr. Yeah.
The other day, Emily and I were talking about Newsroom, and she was like, that guy, Mr. Amanda Seyfried, who was on it, and so is Christmas Tina. She was like, I was like, there's something about the two of them that is so attractive. And she was going to pull up like a video or something. And I was like, are you about to start talking about their tongues? And she's like, basically. Something about the way their upper lip around their teeth moves is very. And then I was watching it, and the whole time I was like, I totally know what you're saying. Like, I never would have noticed it, but.
Emily's got something for mouths.
It's something about when it's like their lips don't come like Jeff Goldblum did poo. He pushes his lips off of his teeth. These men, when they talk, their lips stay on their teeth, so it's almost like pushes up. This will be the thumbnail.
Shout out to whoever's cousins with Christmas Tina.
Oh yeah.
Talking about his lips.
Does she have the lip to teeth thing
Do you
too?
have the same genetic situation?
Is that what you're attracted to?
Oh my God.
So let him know.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. What about praise? Charlie.
How many pages is it?
311.
Solid.
311.
Oh,
Ember is like
Ember is a clever energy. 83.
79.
Oh,
109.
Okay. Guess this wasn't the
get some
nastiest.
world
somebody-
building.
Hardly a page 14.
Well, they can't because it's not appropriate.
Oh, wait, she's got to
Okay.
go through a shitty. Okay.
She's going to pass her 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
So every book starts with like the kink of the person that the book is about. Every book is about somebody who owns the club. So the prologue is always kind of like describing their kink. And they like created a dating app to help link other people with the same kink so that
What's the app called?
I don't know.
The Rose.
Ooh, I like
That was
that.
the tracking app that we made up for something.
Oh yeah, Lincoln.
Oh, Lincoln.
Yeah.
The Rose.
The Rose.
Yeah, from Haunting Ireland. Okay.
So now they're turning it into like a sex club.
Okay.
And it's literally opening in this book. So it hasn't opened yet. So it's literally book one opening the club.
Oh.
What's the name of the club?
The Salacious Players Club.
Oh, Salacious Players, SPC.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you.
Sarah Jessica
That'll
Parker.
come up later.
Sarah Pessica Carter. SPC.
Not even close.
Yeah, I
You
know.
got Matthew Broderick. You got Ferris Bueller
Oh
on
my
the
God,
brain.
yeah.
Anyway. So Charlie broke up with her boyfriend,
What's his name?
Emerson's son.
Oh
Dickhead.
yeah.
Bo.
Okay. There's so many
Bo.
different elements to this. I got it. Okay.
Yes, there's a
Bo?
lot. Yeah, his name's Bo.
I used to joke that if Erica and I had a kid, I'd name it like Beauregard or something.
Beauregard, yeah.
Beauregard, Bedour.
What was the name? God, never mind. I'm an idiot. Continue. Buford, no. Balthazar. That's a good rich guy name.
No.
Balthazar.
Balthazar?
It's not.
Balthazar.
Isn't that like one of the bad guys from Charmed?
That might be the name of her father in the book that I just read.
Really? Oh, Jafar? Maybe that's Jafar's dad is Balthazar.
Yeah.
No, Jafar, the dad whom he
Yasmina's-
kills to take over.
Was it really
Yasmina's-
Balthazar?
I could be lying, but maybe
You are a liar.
I am.
But who's to know? There's no way to know.
We can't fact check it.
anyways.
Anyways, 20
Anyways.
minutes in.
He was definitely, well, we talked for 10 probably, but he was definitely,
Fact checking. Because I fact check over here.
Virgo sun, Virgo moon. Be correct,
She's
Emily.
like,
it's
been
nothing else.
6 minutes, actually. I will stall for 10 minutes. I will punish you. The sex club's opening up soon.
okay, so,
Has she worked with him for a while, or is this new?
This is brand new.
Did she know it was her boyfriend's dad?
No. Okay, so.
Okay. Shut
She
the fuck
caught
up.
her boyfriend cheating on her. He also was a user. She worked like 2 jobs to support him. He was just like a real piece. He was actually kind of controlling too. So
Ew.
when she walked in on him cheating on her in their apartment, she was just like, peace out.
He was like, it's your fault.
She wants to get her half of the deposit back, but the check ended up getting mailed to his dad because his dad is the co-signer on the apartment.
Of course.
She's never really met the dad before because him and Bo are not close.
Not as close
Probably.
as she is to him.
Well,
For
his dad
obvious
only likes to
reasons.
praise, and Bo sounds like a
Bad
dickhead
boy.
that wouldn't
Who's
deserve
got the
any
bigger
praise.
dick?
Ooh.
Oh, she doesn't say.
We know. We know.
We know.
We know who pleased her.
So Emerson is like the boss of the club, and he's also a dom, and he's looking for a new sub.
I've got a great idea for him.
So, so in the beginning of the book, he's like interviewing new subs, but they're all brats, and so he's like sending them away.
No brats. No, it's not brat summer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Took the words out of her mouth.
Yes.
She shows up to get her money. Like Bo just gives her.
Go get my check go get it from my dad's office. You go deal with it.
Yes, basically. She goes to his house and it's like this big mansion. She's like, what the fuck? He's like rich. And I'm over here like supporting his son. And when she knocks on the door, someone like a maid or something like shows her in and like shows her to his office.
Accidentally thinking that she's there to interview to be the sub. Oh, it's almost like I've read these books before.
I love it.
The person taking her to the office is like weird outfit choice, but he might like it. And she's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so
What was she wearing?
Charlie.
Just normal
she's
clothes?
wearing like one of those like cute Peter Pan collared like shirts.
I just pictured a Peter Pan Halloween costume.
just like
No, you know those little the little cutesy shirts with like the fluffy shoulders, and then it's got like the rounded collar, and sometimes it has lace. It's called a Peter Pan collar.
I believe you. I just can't picture anything beyond Peter Pan
Oh my
costume now.
God.
It's
Yeah, with the
Wendy
little-
and Winnie all over
No,
again.
it's just like a little like schoolgirl kind of top.
With the tights and the...
No, she's just wearing like
she's so mad
I
at us.
know.
She
She's
looks
wearing
like
like,
a
a little
cutie girl.
skirt and
Yeah.
like Doc Marten boots with black tights.
She looks like
Okay.
she's going to behave really well.
dark academia is her aesthetic.
She looks like a good girl.
Jesus Christ. That's another book. So he is tall, muscular. He has like gray, like dark hair, sprinkles of gray, short cropped beard. I am really imagining McSteamy.
I thought, oh my God, you just tapped into my brain.
I'll allow it.
Exactly.
I could
So
lose the
sprinkles of
beard,
gray.
and if McSteamy had like bigger eyes, I'd be into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I kind of want him mixed
But, like,
with someone.
handsome.
Yeah,
Tom
but
Hardy.
like that body. Tom Hardy's more mafia.
Yeah, we need somebody more
Okay.
like it's like a Alex and Cole.
Who?
You know what I'm saying? Tangled and Tinsel.
Oh, please, as if I remember
The
anything.
quarterback and the Dom. Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, that's a good yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So
I'm trying to think of who.
She starts to introduce herself, but he interrupts her and he's like, you should be on your knees, never on your feet when I enter the room, and don't speak unless I want you to. And when you do, you only address me as sir.
I'm inking.
I mean,
Nothing.
my dye is full.
You're wearing a dress. We're screwed.
I know. Like, I just air it out. I'm just going to flash you the whole time.
Emily.
Oh my God.
Wow,
I started
HR.
reading.
HR. Does George Clooney work? Because he definitely doesn't for the personality.
You know what? Maybe we mix a little George Clooney
Yeah.
with McSteamy for that little bit of age, a little bit of
McSteamy
like
looks
confidence.
McSteamy looks like motorcycle guy. We need rich business boy. Busy business boy.
busy business boy. Yes. Okay. I'm in.
Okay.
I've been in.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
She came in.
Balazar Getty. Okay.
Okay. And she's like, why? And he's like, you want your money, don't you?
Ooh. And she's like, correct.
She's like, I do.
Yes, sir.
She's definitely feeling something, like a way. Like she's like, I walked in on something that I'm not supposed to be a part of, but
she's got the tingles.
doing something.
But she's like,
to
I'm
me.
in this big ass house. It's probably like sexy office.
Dressed like Peter Pan, and he's loving it.
Yes. Peter Pan, schoolgirl.
Dark academia.
Wendy. Yeah.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Her body
I'm
starts.
picturing Wednesday Addams now.
Oh my God. Her body
she look like?
dark hair, dark eyes,
Wednesday Addams.
bangs.
Jenny Ortega.
Jenna Ortega.
Oh, yes.
Jenny
I
or
can see
Jenna?
Jenna.
Did you guys see that clip of her telling Winona Ryder she didn't have to take her sunglasses off?
Yeah, I like that.
It was cute.
I didn't see it.
It was paparazzi and Winona had sunglasses on and she's standing next to Jenna and someone's like, take your sunglasses off. And she's like, oh, I don't. And then you can see Jenna go, no, you don't have to.
You don't have to do that.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aw, okay.
Look at us.
Her body starts to comply and she starts to sink to her knees.
He's got a good voice, you can tell.
He's like, much better. Normally I'd want your eyes on the floor, but I want to look at you. He grabs her by the chin and he said,
I can't even get a sentence in. I'm just thinking.
You're not going to be able to read this one.
I'm going to need an ottoman for my feet.
Ooh, I need a fan.
I wore
my
a sweater.
God.
Okay.
Meanwhile, if my husband did this to me, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, literally what?
Get on my
Bad
knees.
Get out of here.
He does.
You went on your fucking
Get
knees.
on your knees.
He does give her a pillow for her knees.
Oh,
okay. Anyways,
caretaking.
he grabs her chin and he says that she's lovely.
Is he British?
No,
Take it away. I don't know. Lovely
He
feels
does
British.
say like a lot. She says something too, like later about how like the things that he says is people say you're pretty, people say you're beautiful, but he says like you're exquisite, you're lovely, you're
That's that George Clooney.
Yeah.
talk.
That's that
good
well-traveled
vocab.
man.
Yeah.
Oof.
Seasoned.
He's like, where did
It's
Garrett?
salt and pepper.
You're making it inappropriate. Salt and pepper.
That's how seasoned as he is. Just keep flashing you. That's a good thing that camera doesn't go down there.
Vanessa, stop.
God.
Vanessa, just power through.
Okay.
Just ignore us. Emily's moaning and I'm just...
Just airing out your sweater and your dress.
Is the air on?
Yeah. It's the heat coming from us.
Your vagine.
Maybe we're all
It's
ovulating.
hot
I don't know.
Kinda.
Okay.
He's like, where did Garrett find you?
Garrett?
It's a friend of his that works at the club.
It's his Jafar from the club.
Yeah. And
McDreamy.
she's like, who's Garrett? I'm Charlie. And it clicks who she is. And he's like, oh my God, get up.
Make up your mind.
Yes, sir.
She's like, he's basically like your both's girlfriend. She's like, it's ex-girlfriend
That's
now.
old news. Yeah.
She wants to know who he thought she was. And he's
Garrett.
like, don't worry about it. And he was like, please don't mention this to Bo. And she kind of uses this as her opportunity to try to blackmail him for more money from the deposit.
Jenna, I'm in love with you.
So she's like, how much would it take for me to keep the secret or something? And he's like, I don't know. What do you want? She was like, I want to take my little sister to an anime festival and the tickets are $250.
I'm out. Dried up.
What? You don't love your
don't know.
sister? Wow.
Wow.
I don't know. I mean,
Okay, well keep it going.
Keep it going. Shut the fuck up.
Later, when she leaves, she checks the check and he wrote it for $5,000.
Oh, I'm back in. Just
I don't know
swimming.
why you ever left.
Yeah, just give it a minute. He also wrote his phone number at the bottom of the check in the memo. With
That's,
the,
69,
that's a
69.
seasoned man that knows to, 1, write a check, 2, include your phone number and your driver's license at the bottom.
Let's get that paper trail.
he also writes SPC in the memo next to his phone number.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Sexual Players Club.
Salacious.
Salacious. Sarah Parker.
Someone
Carter.
please come.
Oh, that's what it stands for.
Okay, so she
Sluts
cannot
peen
stop.
She can't stop.
She can't stop thinking about it.
Of course not. I
She
can't either.
Googles him. She finds out about the club. She ends up on the.
She's a hacker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
she's
What's the
definitely
business that
hacking.
he's in?
Porn.
What?
Like, how does he have his money? Like, what's
Dating.
His...
The dating app.
Oh,
He's
that's all. Like,
the
he's like
date-
Mr. Tinder.
before they started the app, they were all in like event productions. This is in LA or California
I
somewhere.
thought this was maybe like a secret club that he was part of.
It
this is just his
Right, but they
business.
made
It's-
the app and then a lot
They
of money.
made
in
an
the-
app, yeah, for like dating.
Everybody in LA has money and they're fucking perverts. So
Okay. So they're in LA this whole time, too. I didn't know
I
that
think
part.
so.
Sure.
They don't really say, but they do say it's California.
Love it.
But they had the app for 7 years, and then they decided to open up the club. So
Okay.
the club is gonna be like members only, not like necessarily like a secret.
It's like, what's that one for the Raya?
What?
Famous people.
Oh,
Right.
yes. You definitely have to be vetted.
We got to get Alyssa on that.
you and I were thinking it, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't say it.
If y'all got invites, send them to Alyssa.
So she definitely has office daddy dreams for sure. She's considering calling him, but she doesn't really know like what for or what she's gonna say.
Yeah,
or-
Let
left
him
the
decide
number.
that. That's how this works.
No, I
Yeah.
know. Yeah. It doesn't
like-
matter anyways because he shows up at her job.
Oh my God, I love it.
What's her job?
And he offers her,
What's her job?
She works at like a roller skating rink.
Oh my God. I was
God.
thinking something weird and I was like, just work at a car wash. I don't know why.
She has like another job, and I don't remember what they said it was, but she works at the roller skating rink on the weekends to make extra money.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, I know.
I'm now
She's
realizing
quitting.
the details
She's
you
quitting.
left out. That you're like, don't worry about
There's nothing about birds yet. Just comport yourself.
So yeah, she works at a roller skating rink. He shows up and he's like, "You obviously need a job because you were blackmailing me for $250." And obviously, him and Bo are estranged, obviously because of the club, because of his lifestyle. And so I think he's thinking like, if I can get Charlie to work for me, then maybe this will bring me and Bo closer.
Whatever you have to tell yourself, old man.
Sure.
Yeah, basically. But she's like, it's
keep them checks
pointless.
coming.
We're broken up. He cheated on me. He's a piece of shit.
Your
I'm
son
sorry.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry to talk about your son this way, but I'm never going to be with him. So if that's why you're hiring me, I'll
Don't.
save yourself the trouble.
But I'll fuck you.
Yeah. She's very curious about what happened in the office though. And so she wants to know if she thought she was like an escort.
Oh.
And she's like, do you often have women show up randomly to obey you? And he's like, yeah, sometimes. And he was like, I pay them for their obedience though, not sex. I don't have to pay for that. So I guess he likes.
They're so inked up that they're like, please.
I think basically he likes to have a sub in his office to relieve stress. I don't really know. Because they're probably not doing a lot of secretary work.
He doesn't need it.
The app
Yeah.
runs itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got developers for that.
Yeah.
He outsourced it.
She basically asks like, what's the point? And he's like, it's just, he likes it and they want to do it for me. And she asked how she performed.
Oh, like, how did I do?
Yeah.
What'd
She
he
wants a
say?
grade.
He said exceptional, even though she didn't know what she was doing. You looked exquisite on your knees.
Like you're a natural.
Yeah.
I wish my camera weren't on.
Because what would you be doing?
Nothing.
Airing it out. Taking your bra off. Just letting it,
Emily.
just dumping them
Put that
out.
other shirt back on.
Everyone be quiet.
We can pause.
Just kicking her feet. It's just like, it's like you're in the pool.
So
I'm about to need floaties for the ink that we're producing. We're all going to be up to our eyeballs flooded in here.
Ignore her.
So oh my God. So she shows up for work and she is dressed up.
What's she wearing?
Peter Pan.
She's literally,
She's dressed like Hook.
she's wearing one of those like white see-through blouses.
Oh.
You know, the one
one
that's
does.
like,
Is it button up or is it
it's
more
a
like
button up.
Okay.
But you know, it's like silky white. So she wears a black bra underneath it.
Slut. I love
and
it.
a pencil skirt.
She's
and
dressed
then-
up like Maggie Gyllenhaal in Secretary.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
And she's wearing the garters and everything.
Slut. I love it.
Ooh.
He literally can't contain himself.
He's just instantly horned up.
Yeah.
He's
Moved.
just jacking off
Yes.
right away.
Nothing really happens right away, but lots of like curiosity on her part. You know, she's reading a lot of the applications for people that want to be a part of the members of the club. And so she's like, what does this mean? What does this mean?
So he's having to explain to her different things like kinks that people are into.
Yes, because a lot of people have to fill out forms and
Approved.
yeah, and they have to submit STD testing and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
so she's like very curious.
All the fancy, super exclusive sex clubs that I've been to are like really on top of that kind of thing.
Right.
So-
Right. They do like a lot of blood tests. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hi, Diane.
Hi, Diane. Oops.
okay, so whatever, time goes on. The opening is coming up and she's like, who's going to be your date, like to your big event? And he's like, oh, I don't really have anybody. He's like, I don't want to be worrying about a date while I'm there. And
This is Pretty Woman. Yeah.
maybe, you know, maybe you need someone to like ward off women from the club while you're
Oh
there.
my God, she's such a good worker.
Well, she's not saying her.
Of course
Well, of
not.
course
No,
not.
this is just
Because she's a woman, so she's not going to go, me. She's
Yeah.
going to go, oh, it was your idea. Mm-hmm.
But he does ask her.
Oh, look at that.
And she's like, I don't have a dress.
Oh, she needs one.
He'll
No,
buy
you
her
don't.
one. Yeah. They do have kind of like a little moment and they like almost kiss. Like their lips are like touching, but then the phone rings. I know. So
Did you
What
feel his-
fucking phone call could possibly be?
well,
All
he
right.
doesn't take it. He silences the phone. It doesn't even matter.
then they're not kissing.
She runs away.
Ah, kids.
They have the professional talk. That won't happen. We'll be professional.
Let's dance
You're my
around it.
son's ex-girlfriend. We can't. Blah 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 blah. A couple of days later, her car breaks down though, and she doesn't tell him. And she walks to go get him lunch, and he's so mad because she didn't say that her car was broken down. And
He's
then
supposed to be able to take care of her.
yeah,
How can he if he
and
doesn't
you
know?
walked miles in high heels
That's
to get me
dangerous
lunch.
and it's uncomfortable. And I wish you had been honest with me so that I could take care of it for you.
That's exactly what he says. And he gives her a foot rub.
Ugh.
But he's like, take off your pantyhose. And he doesn't realize that she's wearing the garter thing. And so he immediately gets a boner.
Yeah.
So as soon as.
Does he put the pantyhose on?
No.
Is he in a suit the whole time?
The whole time.
Ugh.
The whole time.
Bow tie?
The whole time.
Yes. White tie.
Stop.
Top hat?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Cocaine.
lower the temperature in the room.
He's rubbing her foot, and her foot brushes up against his boner.
Yeah, I bet it's a big old bulge.
And then she does it on purpose.
Of course she does. Little slut. I love it.
Foot stuff. Great.
Ooh, I bet he
Then
takes.
the phone rings.
Oh my God, that fucking phone.
It's Bo.
It's Bo. This little shit.
This kind of irritated me though because she hasn't really talked to Bo, and then he calls Bo. Emerson calls Bo, and he's like, "Hey guy, he's like leaving a voicemail. I miss you. I just want to let you know Charlie's been working for me. She's really great. Blah blah blah." You know she hates him. You two don't get along. He's gonna think this is weird because he basically thinks his dad's a pervert.
Oh, he's judgmental of his dad.
Yes. So of course
He could never.
he calls her and he's like, "What the fuck? You're working for my dad. Are you sleeping with him? Did he take you to his nasty club?"
Not yet.
Not yet.
Actually, at this point, she had already been, but it was not open. They were
She's
just
like, doing like a site visit.
yeah.
She's a busy businesswoman.
Yeah. She's got a little hard hat on.
He ends up fixing her car and giving her his black card for the
course.
dress. So I'm like, okay, fine.
Well, makes up for it.
Yeah. At the opening, she's a little curious about like dom relationships, and so she's like, because she sees other dom and subs at the club at the opening. But she's like, do you miss having a secretary that does those things for you? Because she doesn't do those things.
Not yet.
And he's like, well, none of them are as good as a secretary as you are. So, and she's like, yeah, too bad you can't have both.
Oh, hint. Okay.
So she goes running off. She says she has to go to the bathroom, but she ends up in the back at the voyeur rooms. And she is watching actual Madam Kink having a threesome with someone through the window. And Emerson comes in and finds her watching them.
Is she like touching herself?
Not yet, but he tells her to.
She's up against the glass.
Her nose. Just hot breath coming out.
He comes up behind her and he has a boner again.
Does she feel it?
Yeah, he's like rubbing
She takes
it.
her shoe off and like.
He's like rubbing it on her back, and he's like, "This is what you do to me. Touch yourself."
I love it.
She grinds against. He growls. She comes.
Growls.
There is a lot.
Was that the first coming?
Yes, 109. There's a lot of growling in this book.
Is he a werewolf?
Of barking.
Barking.
Yeah.
What?
Barking on her end or his?
Orders. No, just like
Yelling.
He barked.
Oh, right.
When he says something,
Like, do it.
Not
Yes.
literal dog noises.
no.
I was so fucking out. I was so out. Okay. All right.
It's just like the
He's
And
just
in the growl is
authoritative.
more like,
yes. It's okay. You can growl.
it's okay.
No.
Arr.
That's like dog. That's like
That's a pirate dog. With its little peg leg.
Okay.
oh.
So that night he drops her off and she kisses him on the cheek, and then he grabs her by the neck and he's like, just for tonight, and he tongues her down. But nothing happens.
Tongues her down. Licks her everywhere.
No, they like make out.
I think tongues her
French.
down. I'm like,
They
he goes down on
snog.
her
French kiss.
like a dog with peanut butter.
Oh, yeah. He's going to bath. Blah, blah, blah.
And
Okay,
he's
so
like,
they make out.
yeah, and he's like, I'll see you on Monday, and she says, yes, sir.
That's what we say to our patrons.
And he gets triggered. So
Triggered. Oh, my past.
he probably just came in his pants. Okay, on Monday, he comes in and he finds her on her knees waiting for him.
Jenna. Oh, my God.
I'm
And
just looking at like the molding. And
she spent all weekend
On her knees?
researching dom and sub relationships.
Like how she could perform.
Be a good girl. And he asked, what are you doing? And she says, I'm being a good girl.
Did he like that?
Yeah.
he was okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
That's
His
fine.
little mound.
He
showed up in
basically
his diaper.
says we can do this, but no sex. And I don't want to do this every day with you. I want you to be
He's
you.
like, I'm an old man, okay? I can't do it every day.
I think he can do it every day.
But he can't.
But
do
anyways,
anything.
Oh my God.
He basically tells her that she needs to fill out one of the limit sheets from the club. And she's like, I already did it.
Oh my God. She's such a good secretary.
She's such a good secretary. But she skips the sex stuff, which is like 200 questions.
Jesus.
God.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So they run
I'd love
in.
to see this questionnaire. Like, there's got to be someone that's made it. I got to see it. I just want to see
I'm
what-
sure you can Google it. Yeah. It's everything you can think of is on there.
Are you allergic to pork?
Oh, maybe.
No, like spanking, anal,
Oh.
fisting,
Ah.
fingering,
Ah.
Tenting.
Ah.
Foot stuff.
women,
Ah.
foot stuff,
Jafar. Raja.
tentacles.
Ooh, right. Shit.
Okay.
Forgot about
So
tentacles.
they run into one of Emerson's old subs at the club.
I hate her.
She
Is she jealous?
well, yeah, Charlie's big time jealous. She immediately knows that there was something between them. She like runs like a sex toy company now, and they're gonna sell her toys at the club.
Oh, he's supporting. He's helping to build her career.
He does say like, I'm so proud of you of what you've accomplished, and Charlie is pissed.
Yeah. Bitch.
Yeah.
She's not a girl's girl. She's a sub.
She's Emerson's girl.
I know, but she should be like, I'm proud of you. I wouldn't be either. That's fine.
I just don't think that she likes him praising someone else that's not her.
Yeah.
I'm same.
Especially if it's an old sub.
You want
know?
the kind of guy who has that kind of relationship with his ex-partners, but you also don't want to be the girl who's like new and not established and go like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He introduces her. He tells Charlie to introduce herself to the girl, and she's like, no. And the girl is like, oh shit, you just denied your dom.
that's right.
You know what I mean? And so
She's like, he doesn't like Brat.
basically later he tells her, he was like, I was commanding you to introduce yourself because that shows that you're mine and that I'm yours. So I was trying to help you assert dominance.
She didn't do enough research.
Yeah. So Emerson takes the old sub for a tour of the club to like punish Charlie in a way. And so she ends up flirting with some of his friends, and they they dare her to put one of the sex toys inside of her, the ones that you like wear. And he comes back and finds them playing with the remote. It is very weird. And he gets super mad, snatches the remote, and basically drags her out. And he's like, we're going to lunch. And then he makes her come.
It's lunchtime?
That just threw me so hard.
Yeah, they're at a meeting for
midday?
sex toys.
They're at the club.
The
I
club's
pictured
not open.
night. It's the time for
was
the
at
like
night.
Never night.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Anyways, he's like, we're
Broad
going.
daylight. Yeah, okay.
We're going to lunch, and you're gonna wear the toy as a punishment. And he makes her come at lunch.
Okay.
Remember that movie, The Ugly Truth, with Gerard Butler and Katherine Heigl?
Oh yeah. Oh
Does she
yeah.
do that in it?
She wears the panties.
Yeah, at a lunch, like a business meeting or
Yeah.
something, like a dinner.
She drops the remote and like kicks it across the
It's
floor.
all very funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, that's because you don't read.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh, right.
Oh my God, I kicked my camera.
Okay.
You're a mess.
I am kicking my little feet so much
Quit
that
squirming around. Okay.
yeah.
So now he's like being weird because he's like, we've crossed a line and we shouldn't have done that. But even though we're not going to do that again, I need you to fill out the rest of the questionnaire.
Because I need to know what you are.
Your
okay with.
limits. Yeah. And so she's like, maybe you need to fill out the fucking form because who knows what you want? You say you don't want this.
Like, I'm here to serve you and I don't even know what you want.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
understand the whole, like, I'll be your sub, but no sex. Like, the fuck were you
feel
thinking,
like
dude?
she is more just like, she approaches it as like a curiosity thing. Like, I want to do
loves
this.
learning.
I want to learn about the kink, I guess.
Okay.
And so he's like, I will, but I won't have sex with
Well,
you.
didn't he tell her I'm not going to have sex with you?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's like, I don't
No,
want
I
sex
know
either.
that's what I mean is like, we're going to do it, but not do it all the way. Like,
Well, she
then why
already
do it at all?
masturbated for him too.
Right.
Yeah,
Like, you're
they're
already there.
definitely-
You're already there.
Yeah, we're way past
You're
appropriate.
on your knees in the office. Like, we already know where this is ending up. We're
Yeah.
just teasing each other. But
Yeah.
I guess it does drag out the tension some more. So that's fine.
Yes. He says, he's like, I'll fill out that form for you if you want, but I don't need to. You want me to tell you that I want to taste you, Charlotte? Because I do. I want to touch you. I want to tease you. I want to fuck you, bend you over my knee, and turn that pretty little backside red.
Oh.
There's not one
my
thing
God.
on that list I don't want to do to you, so you can put the paper and pen away, little girl. Every single thing would get a 5 from me.
Ooh.
He wants her to peg him. Wow.
Wow. Oh, yeah. He wants everything. He wants her to fist him.
Maybe.
My God. Tentacles.
Yeah.
McSteamy.
He says, you have no idea how hard this is for me, Charlotte. To have you as mine, but not in the way that I want.
You set the rules.
You set the boundary.
God, men are so dumb.
He's like, just fill out the fucking form.
Ooh, I like that.
It's literally the fucking form.
Yeah. He growls. His mouth only inches from mine.
He's barking.
That's exactly how it sounds. So she fills out the form, and he's basically like, is there really any point in avoiding staying away from this? Because I'm really getting tired of trying.
Of the boundaries that I laid down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turns
so-
out I'm an idiot. Yeah, we know.
She's basically like, stop trying.
Yeah.
And they're about to just...
And the phone rings.
The doorbell rings.
God damn it.
It's Bo.
Bo. Bo, get the fuck out of here.
Bo wants his money from the deposit.
Get on your knees. You know the rules, okay?
You know what happens when you come to daddy's house.
Get you a pillow. Jesus.
Dressed like Peter Pan.
He is. He's in tights. The little booties.
He's a little pantyhose.
He's like, hi, Dad.
Emerson ends up giving him $10,000 and gives him $100 bill
Enabler.
and tells him to take Charlie out to dinner.
What?
Why? To punish her?
No, I think he's thinking like I want them to be back together, so
No,
I don't.
you don't.
So I don't have to worry about this.
Yes, you
Take
do.
away the temptation.
That's not how that works.
We all know.
This man is a moron.
Yeah, he owns a sex club.
I'm angry with him now.
Yeah.
I'm breaking up with him. I'm out.
So for some reason
Hey,
she
I
goes.
really want you. I'm just going to create an obstacle for no fucking
But you
reason.
should be with my
Great.
child.
Great.
Yeah.
We crossed the line. Go fuck my son again. What?
Yeah. Yeah. So
Emerson.
God damn it,
I
Emerson.
don't love the name Emerson.
they get into a big fight, her and Bo. She's like, why didn't you ever tell me about your dad? And he's
you
like,
fuck
I would have been really into him.
well, he was like, I was embarrassed.
He's
And
a prude.
Grow up, Bo.
He was like, I was really going through something. And he was basically saying that the reason why he cheated is because he feels like there's something of his dad in him because he thinks his dad is
Bullshit.
sick.
You
Yeah.
fucking cry about
He
it somewhere
sucks
else.
so bad.
You're full of it. You don't accidentally cheat on someone. You did, and your dad wasn't even there.
Yeah.
I hate Bo.
through a lot right now.
Here's how it's actually not my fault that I fucked someone else while we were dating. I don't care.
Yeah. She basically is like, yeah, I don't care. Like, I'm over it. I've moved on. And then
your
he's like,
dad made me come.
well,
Yeah,
he's
we've
like,
done
are you
feet
fucking
stuff.
my dad? And she's like, no, I'm gonna.
But we filled out a lot of forms.
Yeah.
we
we were gonna until you showed
Administratively,
up.
we've gone all the way.
Yeah, he growled and told me to masturbate while I felt his dick
He's always
against my
barking.
back.
What's that about? Maybe that's why Bo was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So she takes Bo home and goes right back to Emerson's house.
This stupid fucking charade. Okay.
This is where we're reading.
Oh my God.
Or she's like, you can't pawn me off.
Basically, but honestly, she goes back to the house and she's like, she doesn't even say anything about it. She's like, did you read the list?
Are we ready?
Like, hello.
Yeah.
I went and ate. I'm
Dumbass.
full of food now, so let's
They,
fuck.
they didn't eat.
They had deep dish pizza and IPAs.
he did say, let's skip dinner and just go back to your house and order pizza. And she was like, he's going to try to fuck me.
I'm hungry. That kind of sounds good.
I fucking love that I can see what is in your library. There is a
Stop
book in
it.
here called Spit or Swallow.
That's actually an Instagram, you know that Oxford lemon? I always post them on the stories. It's like Renaissance memes, but it's always about smut.
It's a pretty
She wrote a
Cover.
book. She was releasing the chapters on her website, and I was like, I can't keep up with this. And then she was like, it's coming out for a book, and I was like,
Hell
oh, okay,
yeah.
I'll read it then.
That's cool. Stop
Yeah.
browsing and pull up the thing. You're trying
Animal
to avoid
Crossing New Horizons walkthrough strategies, skin guidance, tips and tricks.
Can you just go to the fucking book?
It's because it's the same cover as Celestial Glorbosis.
Oh,
You
yeah,
guys
it
have
is.
been friends for too long.
It's Animal Crossing. There's a lot of other stuff in
Oh
here
my
too.
God, focus, Emily.
I can't.
You got to ink everywhere. Do you think
I'm
you're going to be able to
trying
get through
to
this?
dry
Probably
up.
not.
Woo! Okay. Pink is her.
What color is Bo?
Blue.
No, we're Emerson.
Emerson.
Blue's not in, or Bo's
Bo.
not in this. Bo's at home.
Bo's
Bo's
at
in the
home.
window.
Bo went home to cry.
I'm going to my room. That's Bo.
I want whatever I can get. I reply.
Oh,
Go back.
no.
Oh.
He says, well, we can be together, but no one can know.
We could never let anyone find out. He
Yes.
Why?
replies. It could never be real.
This-
You deserve better than being
no,
someone's
no.
dirty secret.
Emerson, what the fuck? Like, are you an...
Because he knows.
He doesn't want any commitment.
No, he wants to be with her, but he knows that him and Bo already don't have a relationship.
So there's
And then-
no problem.
Yeah, but if he
What are you
finds
going to lose?
out
Something you don't have? Bo
Bo's his
sucks.
kid.
I was upset.
I'm
She's
very
upset. I love
upset.
it.
But if he finds out that he's sleeping with Charlie, he definitely won't have a
Oh,
shot at a
no.
relationship. Yeah, I
The
know.
kid sucks.
I agree.
Doesn't-
Fuck his kid, dude. He's
Yeah.
like 25. He cheated.
He also like is ashamed of his dad and wants nothing to do with him, and like
But he wants his
you
money.
Keep trying. That's exactly. So even more to be like, bye.
He's a user.
Yeah, so he'll always come back. So you're fine.
Yeah, he sucks. He'll come back. He'll get his check and then leave again.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to her. I want whatever I can get, I reply. I want you. I barely get the words out before his mouth comes crashing against mine. It happens so fast. We are lost in the nuclear current of lips and tongues and teeth. I hate this. Starving for each other.
Surfing the cosmos.
Surfing. The nuclear, nuclear current of lips and tongues and teeth.
The atoms of your lips and the atoms of my lips are molding together. Molecules are firing.
Fucking A. All right, keep reading.
I'm practically levitating.
Oh, I like that song.
Trying to keep up with the ravenous moment of his mouth against mine. And when he growls with my
Picturing a
bottom
dog.
lip between his teeth, I hum softly in return.
Hum?
Mm-hmm.
Go bite her lip and growl.
What? No.
That's what's happening. His hands grip my ass as he hoists me up, wrapping my legs around him as he grinds me into the wall. The rock hard bulge in his pants rubs against my clit and I explode with sound, crying out for him.
I pictured grinding her into the wall. I pictured them like fighting and she's like facing the wall and he's like,
Get in there.
I'm just, okay.
My girl wants this, doesn't she? He growls. And as he does it again. Yes, I cry, pulling him in for another kiss. Then get on your knees and take it out. Oh. No one has ever scrambled to their knees faster than I do in this moment.
Ow.
He pummels my insides as just the sound of his sex commands. What? As just the sound of his sex commands. Okay. I want Emerson Grant to dominate me like he never has before.
I don't like when they full name a character
Yeah.
to like emphasize, I want Emerson Grant. Like, no, you know who you're with. Just, I don't know. It always takes me out. It makes me like my eye twitch. Like,
Yeah, you're just
stop
like,
it.
oh.
I love you, full fucking name.
Full
like,
name.
what are we doing? Okay.
She means it.
She's
You can mean
serious.
it with just the first name. Okay, I'm going to calm down.
I feel like it puts him on a pedestal though.
Yeah.
It puts him on the like worshiping them.
Yeah.
Which is this kind of relationship.
Eh.
Okay. I want Emerson Grant to dominate me like he never has before. Tell me every single dirty thing he wants to do to me do to me and every dirty thing he wants me to do to him. I will obey every single command without hesitation. His voice is like lava dripping down my spine, and I'm a gooey mess of a sub, willing to do literally anything he says. I'm so eager to have his cock in my hand. My fingers fumble with his zipper while his hand gently brushes back my hair.
Okay, I love that. The hairbrush.
There's lots of that.
Remember the skating videos I showed you with
that's
the hair?
them.
Oh my God. Somebody touched my hair.
Do you think he took his belt off like the guy, the lumberjack guy we saw?
That one you showed me? My God. My God.
When I finally get his button undone and his zipper down, I see the tip of his waiting cock, red and throbbing, poking out
Like a dog.
like a hot dog, and throbbing, poking out the top of his tight black boxers. Gently easing down the elastic, I slowly let the sight sink in. I'm looking at Emerson Grant's cock, just inches away from my face.
I hate it.
I love that you're
understand.
Like, I'm in.
I hate it. I'm getting tired. I don't know where I am.
I want to suck your cock.
Emerson Grant.
Emerson Grant.
Michael Grant.
Emerson Michael Grant. I want to suck your cock, Emerson Michael Grant. I say, my sweet tone laced with false innocence. He leans down and puts his face close to mine. You have to ask nicely. Sir?
Stop using my full fucking name.
Stop
That's
saying
only
my
in her
name.
brain. She's not saying it out loud.
I don't like her brain.
Get me out of there. Sir, I breathe, pressing against his lips. Can I please suck your cock? He growls, squeezing his fist in my hair as he kisses me with so much strength it almost hurts. You're so phenomenal. And the praise lights a fire in my belly. My panties must be destroyed by now. destroyed.
Earlier in the book, when they have sex, she describes it as my soaking core.
Wait, earlier in the book when they have sex?
Yeah.
When he makes her masturbate.
Oh, I'm sorry. After this.
Oh, I was like, what?
After this. You're right. I'm sorry.
My panties must be destroyed by now, and I swear it'll take one touch against my clit and I'll be done for.
Dunzo.
Like I am tapped out. I run my tongue along the length of his shaft, reaching the head and circling my lips around it. He gasps and shifts his hips forward. I lick his cock again and again, teasing him just to feel him tense and hear him pant.
I was going to take a drink, and I don't want to.
You don't want to like, when I finally open my mouth and slide him in along the length of my tongue, he moans so loud the vibrations rattle through me. Fuck, Charlotte. He lets out a guttural roar and yanks me off the floor. Not yet, he barks as he carries me to his desk, kissing my mouth with a fierce hunger. He drops me on his desk and grabs my blouse at the center. With one quick jerk, he tears it apart, sending buttons flying across the room. There is no pacing himself as he yanks down my bra. I let out a gasp when his mouth finds my breasts.
Dump him out.
Dump him out. Rip him out.
Oh my God, I gasp. Moving his mouth downward, he drags up my skirt and find my panties underneath. Lie down.
They've been destroyed, so
he's like,
obliterated.
you need to buy some new underwear.
Shredded. Lie down, he growls in a sexy command. So I do. Staring up at the ceiling, feeling like I'm drunk as it sways and blurs my vision. I feel Emerson's face between my thighs.
Emerson.
Just Emerson. Just the name.
Fucking finally.
She's
Just
like,
had to
"Look."
get her drunk.
She's tired.
Between my thighs, he takes a long inhale through his nose, nuzzled against the moisture of my panties. God, you're soaked, he whispers. His fingers dig under the waistband of my panties, and there's a lot of panties work, and he tears them off with a violent eagerness. And he doesn't hesitate before drawing his broad tongue along the crevice with an eduous, E-D-A-C-I-O-U-S, audacious? Sure. You taste so fucking good. The sounds I'm making are not anything like the sounds I've ever made before.
Make them. What are they?
Never made that sound before.
Well, that's different.
There is no faking or forcing it with Emerson. Everything feels so good. I'm gonna come, I pant with my legs clenching around his ears. Just squeezing
Just picturing massive ears now. Like, not his head, his ears.
Just like closing, like. He hums even louder, sending delicate vibrations straight to my core. When he feels my thighs start to tremble, he slides in a finger and sucks eagerly on my clit. My body erupts in pleasure. With my fists in his hair, I come so hard. My hips lift from the desk, and I start to lose track of time. My body is locked in euphoria for hours instead of seconds. And when I start to come back down from the orgasm I never wanted to end, there is a gentle buzzing in my fingers and toes. Emerson stands up and wipes his mouth. You are so beautiful when you come, he groans. When I look up, he's already sheathing his cock in a rubber.
Of rubber?
Put on a condom.
I know, but do you know anyone who calls it a rubber?
Old guys do, but she shouldn't.
But they're very compatible.
She's an old soul.
Oh my God. Emerson Rubber Grant.
Emerson Rubber Grant. I need to fuck you now, he murmurs against my neck. Excitement strikes my core like lightning. I may have just orgasmed my face off, but I want more.
I'm out. My face off? Like, I'm out.
I just like came my face off.
Oh my God.
I'm literally dead.
Oh my God. Not me dying.
Latching my ankles around his waist, I look him in the eye, and as I pull him toward me, I'm ready. The blunt end of his cock presses against my soaking center. As he
Vanessa.
I wasn't sure if that was
this
in the
is the part.
scene. This is the part.
Oh, no.
And with one rapid jerk, he drags me onto his cock, impaling me quickly and sinking all the way in. The actual roar that escapes his lips is surreal.
I don't like the roars. It's very, that's what I mean. Like, it's like a lion or something. Like, it just sounds so dramatic.
Pausing once he's seated all the way, only to pull out and slam in again. He starts to pick up speed, grunting with each thrust, and whatever spot he's hitting inside me feels like he's untapped some hidden code of bliss.
You're so much better than your son.
Oh my God, you get so much deeper than him.
You should teach him how to.
You guys should bond over this. Code of bliss, because I'm already feeling the urge to come again. I'm coming again, I cry out. And he keeps the hard speed while I lie there with my eyes closed, lost in absolute bliss. Pulling me upright, he kisses my mouth with a harsh bite. Open your eyes, Charlotte, he commands. And I do. As our eyes meet, he growls, God, I fucking love you.
No.
Oh, wait, I love fucking you. Sorry. I was like, wow, that's really advanced.
I know. I was like, whoa.
Wow. Oh, sorry. God, I love fucking you.
The first time I say I love you is maybe not when you are inside one another. So, okay.
Yeah.
Emerson Grant.
With our gazes locked on each other, he slams into me even harder and faster, his groans turning into loud, bellowing cries of pleasure.
Nope. Stop bellowing.
Do it.
My nails dig into his back as I cling to his body. When he comes, the room practically rattles with the sound coming out of his mouth.
See, this is why Bo doesn't have a relationship with him, because he's like, I know you don't need to be screaming so goddamn
He's
much.
like, I heard that my whole life. You don't know the trauma that I've
You're
been through.
shaking the walls.
He's like, well, they're in LA. It's an earthquake. I'm left speechless, staring up at him without a rational thought in my head. This is in italics. Dear God, please let this be the only man I fuck for the rest of my life, because there's not a chance in hell anyone could ever top that. Oh my God.
They're so romantic. He said, I love you. Kind of.
In your dyslexic brain, he said, I love you. Basically. He's basically in love with you.
How'd you like that, Emily? Oh.
I think I like the build-up better.
The build-up was amazing.
I think that's my version of the banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yes.
I think.
I had fun with it.
I liked it. Do they end up married together forever? Do they get married?
Does Bo show up and try to be in a little asshole again?
He definitely shows up some more. And she's just kind of, obviously they're still pretending like they're not together or they're keeping it a secret. And it's one of those parts in like a movie where they're just like in their marital bliss and then something comes like crashing.
Phone rings.
Yeah,
God
basically.
damn it, doorbell.
He does show up and she's wearing the sex toy from earlier. And he's basically like edging her all day. And
then
Bo
Bo
shows up and he accidentally grabs the remote.
To try to turn the TV on?
No, they left it at the front door where their keys were. And
Bo's
he
acting
left,
like he lives there or something.
well, he left his keys there too when he came in. So when he goes to leave, he grabs his keys and the remote and it turns it on.
And
of
she
course,
comes in front of him.
she screams out and she's like clenching her thighs and grabbing it. And he's
They're
like,
really good at keeping it a secret.
yeah. So he finds out that way, of course. And of course he thinks that they're...
I mean, he knows his dad. His dad fucks everybody.
Fucking typical.
That's
Yeah.
basically what he's been saying the whole book. But he's like, basically thinks that he tricked Charlie or made her...
Like, you don't know who he
corrupted
really
her,
is. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so... But of course, Emerson's like, it's nothing. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh, that hurts her feelings.
And
I
she
bet.
leaves. And of course, that's the breakup.
Yeah.
They get back together.
Is he fucking anyone else?
Emerson, you
No.
moron.
No.
Moron.
She
Every
does,
turn, he's like, how do I complicate this needlessly?
Yeah.
She sees on the stories that he is at the club because, I mean, he works there. But in his POV, he's kind of like, I think I just need to fuck somebody else, like, to get over her.
Once again, making the worst fucking decision. Are you Ross? Like,
he's
God.
Emerson Rubber, whatever.
He doesn't.
Ross Grant.
He doesn't have sex with anybody. He's mostly just sulking.
A hero.
He's like, we were on a break
in his office. But she shows up at the club and she runs into, I think her name's Eden, Madam Kink. And she's
Sounds
like,
right.
you want to make Emerson jealous. And they go and they rent a room.
Her and Madam Kink?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And one of his
into
employees.
it and also recognize that everyone's being stupid yet again. Continue.
Yeah. One of the employees tells him that she's in the building and that she rented a room with Madam Kink. And so he goes down there and it's.
Did they do anything or they're just sitting in there? Sorry, I story stopped.
They're laughing. He walks in and they're in the voyeur room. And so he's watching them through the window and they're laughing. And she flips her hair over her shoulder and kisses her and starts kissing her on the mouth and then pulls her top down and starts
Dumps him out.
sucking on her tits.
Eden to the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
He's going to throw a fucking fit because she's doing what she thought he already did. And then he's like, but I didn't. And she's like, but I thought you did. Why are I doing you at the club?
Miscommunication.
Talk to each other.
Eden's about to like pull her skirt up and he basically Kool-Aid Man's into the room.
Oh yeah.
He's like, get the fuck out of here.
He's into it. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
He goes down on her in front of everybody and she just gets up and leaves. But they end up back together.
Wait, who gets up and leaves?
Madam Kink.
No, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's like, thanks, bye.
Basically.
One for the road.
She was like, this wasn't enough.
These idiots.
Yeah. I'll let you guys read the book. There's so much more that I didn't
does.
even get into. I did not even talk about any of his friends, any of the people that work at the club, her family. She has a little sister.
read the
Read
anime.
the anime.
Her dad's a piece
Do
of
they go to the
shit.
convention? Yeah.
We need to know.
Yeah, it's good.
What
What
do
the hell?
other book? So there's all the books. So have you read any of the other books?
Yes.
Do you hear about
Yes.
Charlie and them in the other books?
They're together.
Everyone's kind of in and out of the club.
Yeah, they're together.
Nice.
She's
The In and Out Club.
Yeah,
she's
the In-N-Out.
friends with one of the girls in book 2.
Okay. So they're like, we had
They figured it out.
whatever, Charlotte and Emerson Rubber Grant come to dinner tonight.
I imagine their final conversation was like, do you want to stop fucking around and just like be together since we both clearly want it?
Well, her and Bo end up talking, and he's like, just
What?
to-
Just
well,
get
he
the fuck out of there, Bo.
He shows up, and he's like, I just want to know how it started. I want to know
I went to
whatever.
go get the money because you wouldn't get it for me. And then I got on my knees and I liked it.
Well,
I was in.
basically, he just wants to know that she wasn't like coerced into anything, and that she did this
Right, like how he was coerced into cheating on her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Because he's a
And
victim.
then he's like, I'll never be good enough for you.
Right,
Correct.
Yes. And then she basically says something like, your dad treated me better than you do when he was treating me like property.
He's such a victim where he's like, I'm never even going to be good enough for you. That's why I had to cheat on you because I liked you so much.
But he does,
Trash man.
We're all triggered.
some other stuff happens. He shows up and saves the day because her dad's a piece of shit.
Kool-Aid man.
Yeah.
I love
Cool.
it.
Yeah.
What are the good people at Goodreads saying? Because I'm giving this
I would-
4.5 out of 5.
So
wanna read the
Jamie,
series.
friend of the pod,
Ooh.
5 stars.
Hell yeah, girl.
This book was incredible. I love their relationship, and the spice was top tier. My only dislike was
Dislike.
I'm sexed up, okay? Dislike was how juvenile Charlie could be. Any loss of attention or the fact that he didn't want to tell his son about her in the heat of the moment. Like, no shit. Of course he's going to deny it. It's his son. Her rational moments made up for that. And I deeply enjoyed this book.
Right.
yeah.
She doesn't like how they're both idiots.
I love it.
Hey, we got to keep the secret because of the relationship with my son.
That I don't have.
How dare you downplay what this is to
Yeah.
your son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why she's a friend of the pod. She gets it.
She gets it.
Also, Rachel, Jody, Courtney, Holly gave it 5 stars.
Nice.
Stacy, B, Dana gave it 4 stars. Vanessa and Kimberly gave it 3.
Is that you?
Yeah.
You gave it 3?
She thinks 3 is great.
She thinks
Yeah.
3 is good.
Yeah.
She's extremely. She won't give a 5.
What has got-
Her praise means a lot.
Ooh. What's gotten a 5 from you?
Probably like Akatar.
Morning Glory Milking Farm.
Probably.
She did like it. She's
a
already
genuine
horned up
reaction.
again, just the thought of it.
Maybe book 2 of the Sinners Club, the Sinners Anonymous series.
Ooh,
The
yeah.
Bird.
And they go to the dip.
The second book is about the brother, and he's like a gambling guy.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You
Yeah.
better be good at it.
yeah.
Bess reads romance, gave it 1 star. This book inspired me to create a new list. Books I wish I DNF'd. Praise was literally Birthday Girl plus 50 Shades, but worse.
True.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
100%.
I just finished and I'm struggling to remember her name.
I mean, I did this whole time being like,
Charlie.
the girl.
Her.
Chris gave it 1. She says 1.5 stars in the review. For a book that's titled Praise and apparently revolves around the praise kink, there wasn't a good amount of good girl said in it.
I didn't read any good girl.
Yeah, there was some other reviews that kind of said the same thing. He does say good girl and does give
But
her
that happens a lot in books.
a
Yeah.
fair amount of praise, but I feel like compared to, like you said, and it happens in other books, it should have been happening a lot more.
Like if
lot
that's
more.
the thing with this book, yeah.
I didn't
I mean,
really
he said, I fucking love you in my head. So.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't really
love you.
cover a lot of the sub stuff because it was mostly just her like kneeling around the office. He'd be on Zoom calls, kneeling by his side, resting her cheek on his
Bringing
leg.
stuff to him.
Yeah, crawling around, that kind of stuff. Reading reports.
Her poor knees.
yeah.
Oh my God. I
Did he just
know.
get those like little pillows strapped to her knees so anywhere she has to crawl, it's like
No,
ready?
just a pillow.
Wow.
She just carries it around.
It's like contractor
like the
ones
little
at,
arm
the-
floaty. Yeah.
That's it.
I love it.
I like this. I like that in the book we just did, the Jafarin one, both that one and this one, the 1 stars we picked mentioned 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
It really I think the Birthday Girl and the 50 Shades of Grey really just summed up this whole entire book for me.
Yeah.
It really did feel a lot like Birthday Girl, but
Yeah.
I mean it's a dad book. I don't
Two
really know how
extremely popular books.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have one where there's an age gap, but it isn't a father situation. It's just
Yeah.
more of just like an older man.
We got an Emily request.
We've had that before, haven't we?
Birthday
I
Girl
feel
was the
like,
only
yeah.
age one, and I was like, that's not enough. Because he was like 35
Yeah.
and she was 25.
Yeah, I think Charlie was 22 and Emerson's like 40 something.
Wasn't there recently like a 36 and a 21?
Yeah, I
Am
feel
I
like
crazy?
we have had like a little bit of a
But I'm
gap.
saying
Was that
like
Sinners Anonymous?
he might have been older.
Yeah,
Because he
because she
She
kept
was
calling him an
young.
old man.
Yeah, and she was like, 21.
35
Yeah.
is still not old. I'm saying like
I agree with you.
yeah.
25
But
and 50.
how about like 30 and 50 like me? That's just I'm 30.
God.
I'm 38.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse you?
like I'm so young.
Jeff's like 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
Would you date a 22-year-old?
No, I don't even want to
That's
talk
what
to a
I'm.
22
That's
year old.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is that the 35 to 21 is
Is
enough of a gap
big
for it
of
to
a
be a
gap.
gap?
I feel
Yeah.
like a 28 and a 50 year old. She's old enough
Yeah,
and he's old enough.
But that's not taboo.
they're probably the
That's
same.
not taboo. That's almost double.
Yeah, but she's older.
Yeah, but
It's just like a Catherine Zeta-Jones situation.
Yeah.
I guess I just think of like young 20s as not being.
I'm 35 in October, and I can't fucking
You're-
imagine.
Are you? No, you're not.
I am.
Liar. You're 30. You're a baby.
So are you?
I'm 28. That's why I'm with a 50-year-old.
Emily's gaslighting me over here.
I think it's because you said you're born in 89, right?
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, she's about to turn 30.
She can't
My
do
head
math.
too.
Well, if you want to give us praise, we'll take it. We fucking love it. So
How old do you think we are?
Yeah,
You know
old
how
do
old I am. Let me know.
Oh my god, guys!
Not based on how we act, though. How we look.
They're like the way you act is 14.
Oh no.
I don't want to know how old I look because I know. But yeah, let us know. Praise us in the comments. Praise us by telling your friends. Follow and like and subscribe everywhere on Clutch My Pearls Pod. You can. We like public praise. You don't need to praise
Indeed.
us via email. You can just praise us publicly and to your friends.
That's the best kind.
Yeah.
Is your name Bo? I'm sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I'm not mad at that name. That's kind of a hot guy name.
Yeah, it
Nope.
was the main guy on Days of Our Lives.
What is it? BEAU?
Uh-huh.
Not
Yeah,
BO.
You're just like straight out of like Gone with the Wind. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't help but
Beauregard.
yeah, like it's just like my name's Bo. No, it's not.
If your name's Bo, you can leave us a review, but say like, but be good about it. You know?
Barbara's an asshole. I don't mind.
No, it's fine. Oh my God, we might have to cut this out, whatever. For the person who asked in a comment if we ever apologize for shitting on Freckles. We don't.
Oh my God.
There was an episode ages ago where
like
it was
3.
like after we recorded the episode, the next time we recorded, we
Emily
found
got
out Emily
mad.
was like, you didn't tell me he had freckles. And Vanessa said, ew. And that was the extent of it from what I can remember.
Because the guy we were talking about, we fucking hated.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
So I
didn't
was
like the guy. We didn't
why does
like,
it matter if
ew.
he had
Yeah.
freckles or not?
Also,
It would just
let's
not.
just say that it was just ew, freckles. That's
Yeah.
a personal preference. It's not like we said
We don't
anybody who
yakety
has
yams.
freckles
It's
should
just-
die. Like,
yeah. Oh my God.
There was a comment
Right.
that someone said, do they ever apologize for talking about Freckles? Because if so, I'm going to stop listening. Or
They
if not,
said-
I'm going to stop listening right now.
They said because that's really not okay and it makes me want to stop listening, which, valid. But like if
We
that
also
comment
all have
about
freckles.
we all have freckles. If that comment about freckles got you, then you probably should bow out because
Yeah.
it gets a lot worse.
It gets
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, they're not here, so it's fine. We're all
fine.
friends.
But praise us.
But praise us, please. For our Patreons, I'll see you on Monday. For everybody else, I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God.